Hi students, in this session we are going to discuss basic concepts of coordinate geometry. So let's start. See, if some students are standing on the ground in rows, this is first row, second row, third row and fourth row. Okay, and if Arnav is standing here, okay, and if someone asks where is Arnav standing, what would you answer? Would it be okay to point just a finger? No, that's not okay. Your answer should be that Arnav is standing in the third row and second from left. With this answer, you are describing exact location of Arnav on the ground. In fact, it is based on the most basic concept in coordinate geometry. Likewise, the location of a point in the plane can be described. To locate a point in a plane, a horizontal number line is considered in the plane. This number line is called the x-axis. See, this is horizontal number line, and we know that number line is a straight line with real numbers placed at equal intervals along its length. Hence, every real number has unique location on this line. See, this point O denotes number 0 and positive numbers are on its right side and negative numbers are on its left side going infinitely. Okay. So this is x-axis. Now another number line intersecting this x-axis at the point marked at 0 and perpendicular to this x-axis, like C, perpendicular to x-axis at the point marked with 0. This is called as y-axis. Okay, this is y-axis. The number 0 is represented by the same point on both the lines. This is called the origin. What it is called? It is origin and is shown by letter O. Okay. Students, here see on the x-axis, positive numbers are shown on the right of origin O and negative numbers on the left. And on the y-axis, positive numbers are shown above the origin and negative numbers are below it. Okay. Hence, here we find that the x and y axis, together called coordinate axis, divides this plane into four parts. See, four parts, each of which is called quadrant. See, here this is the first quadrant. This part is first quadrant. Then this is the second quadrant. Then this one is third quadrant and it is fourth quadrant. Okay, that means here we find that the quadrants are numbered in the anti-clockwise direction. The quadrants are numbered in anti-clockwise direction. Students, this coordinate plane was first developed by French mathematician René Descartes. So, in his honor, the system is also called the Cartesian coordinate system. Cartesian coordinate system. Students, now let's move to the next concept, the coordinates of a point in a plane. See, the coordinates of any point in the plane are described by the pair of two real numbers x and y enclosed in round brackets separated by comma. The first real number x is called x coordinate or abscissa and second number in the pair, which is y, is called y coordinate or ordinate. And the values of x and y for, that means x coordinate and y coordinate for any point, are determined by its distances from the coordinate axis. Now let's recall the concept of distance of a point from a line. See, this is line L and point P is outside this line. So what is distance of this point P from this line? For this distance we draw perpendicular PM on the line. So length of this perpendicular PM is the distance of point P from line. That means we consider the perpendicular distance of any point outside the line to measure its distance from line. Students, then let's see how the x coordinate and y coordinates are decided for any point in a plane. Okay, so see, in the first quadrant, x coordinate is distance of a point from y axis and y coordinate is distance of point from x axis. To understand this concept, let us consider one point in the first quadrant. See, this is x axis, y axis, origin. So this is first quadrant, and consider point P in the first quadrant. To understand the coordinates of this point P, let us see its distances from coordinate axis. See, to determine its distance from y-axis, draw perpendicular PN on y-axis. So, distance of point P from y-axis is length PN. Okay, so here this length is 2 units. Okay, its length is 2 units. That means distance of this point P from y-axis is 2 units. So its x coordinate is 2. Note this properly. Then to know its distance from x-axis, draw perpendicular PM on x-axis, and length of PM is the distance of point P from x-axis, and that is its y coordinate. So note here, this distance is 3 units. Okay, so its y coordinate is 3. That means the coordinates of point P are 2, 3. X coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. So this x coordinate 2 is the distance of point P from y axis, which is x coordinate, and 3 denotes distance of point P from x axis, it is y coordinate. Hence this pair, ordered pair, forms the coordinates of point P. You note this concept properly. Okay. Now let's see how the coordinates of points in other quadrants are decided. Okay, so in second quadrant, see, the x coordinate is distance of point from y axis and it is considered negative, and y coordinate is distance of a point from x axis and it is considered positive. Okay, so you note that in the second quadrant, x coordinate has negative sign and y coordinate has positive sign. Let's see one example. Okay, so see here, consider point Q in the second quadrant, and now for x coordinate we have to consider its distance from y axis. For that, draw perpendicular QA on y-axis. Length of this perpendicular QA is its x-coordinate with negative sign. So this distance is 7 units, and so its x-coordinate is -7. Then for y coordinate, we have to consider distance of point Q from x-axis. For this, you draw perpendicular QB on x-axis and length of this perpendicular is, see, this length is 5 units. So, y coordinate of point Q is 5, and so the coordinates of point Q are minus 7, 5. Coordinates are minus 7, 5. See, x coordinate has negative sign and 7 denotes distance of this point Q from y axis, and 5 is y coordinate and it denotes the distance of point Q from x axis. Again, you note this properly. Now let's move to the point in the third quadrant. See, for the point in the third quadrant, x coordinate is assigned with a negative sign. It is distance of point from y axis. See, for in all the quadrants, x coordinate is the distance of point from y axis, but quadrant wise signs differ, and y coordinate is distance of point from x axis, and in third quadrant y coordinate is negative. So let's see one example. Okay, so consider point R in the third quadrant. So see, what will be its x coordinate? It is the distance of point R from y axis with negative sign. So for calculating the distance of point R from y axis, you draw RD perpendicular to y axis and its length is its distance from y axis. So it is of 4 units. This distance is 4 units. So x coordinate of point R is minus 4, and for y coordinate you draw perpendicular RC on x axis. Its length is C 3 units. So y coordinate of point R is minus 3. Okay, so the coordinates of point R are minus 4, minus 3. You note that the coordinates in the third quadrant have negative signs. Okay, then likewise in the fourth quadrant, see, consider point S in the fourth quadrant. So its x coordinate is its distance from y axis. For this you draw perpendicular SE on y axis. Its length is 6 units. So x coordinate of point S is 6, and for y coordinate you draw perpendicular SF on x axis. Its length is 2 units. So the y coordinate of point S is minus 2. That means in the fourth quadrant the x coordinate of any point is positive and y coordinate is negative. So coordinates of point S are 6, minus 2. Okay, you note these things very properly. Okay, see, in fourth quadrant we find this x coordinate as distance of point from y axis with positive sign, and y coordinate as distance of point from x axis with negative sign. Briefly, here you note that in the coordinate system, see, in the first quadrant, both the coordinates have plus sign. X and y coordinates have plus sign. Then in the second quadrant, x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive, and in the third quadrant x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is also negative, and in fourth quadrant x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. Now don't jumble with these signs, you just remember it like, see, the first quadrant is made up of positive x-axis and positive y-axis. So both the coordinates have same sign plus. Okay, since it is made up of positive axis. Now see, the second quadrant is formed by negative x-axis ox dash, negative x-axis and positive y-axis. So you remember it like x coordinate in second quadrant is negative and y coordinate is positive. Now third quadrant is formed by negative x-axis and negative y-axis, so coordinates are negative negative. Okay, and in fourth quadrant it is made up of positive x-axis and negative y-axis, so x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. You remember all these things very properly, very important concept in coordinate geometry. Okay, students, here also you note that, see, the points on the axis, see these points, point B, C, M, F, and on y-axis the points A, N, E, D. That means the points on the axis are not included in the quadrants. You note this, points on the axis are not included in the quadrants. So we have to think about the coordinates of points on the axis. Then let's move to the concept of coordinates of points on the axis. See, on positive x-axis, the x coordinate of point is distance of that point from y-axis with positive sign and y coordinate is 0. Since its distance from x-axis is 0, so y coordinate is 0. See one example. Okay, see the point M, see here, point M lies on x-axis. See, its distance from y-axis is 2 units, distance from y-axis is 2 units, and since it lies on x-axis, its distance from x-axis is 0, so its y coordinate is 0, and therefore coordinates of this point M are 2, 0. X coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 0. Okay. Then see, next point F also lies on x-axis. So its distance from y-axis is 6 units. So its coordinate is, x coordinate is 6, and its distance from x-axis is 0. So its y coordinate is 0. So the coordinates of point F are 6, 0. Coordinates of point F are 6, 0. Okay. Then see, again we find C on x-axis. Now it is on negative x-axis. It is on negative x-axis. So its x coordinate has negative sign. So you calculate its distance from y-axis, which denotes its x coordinate with negative sign. So this distance is 4 units. So x coordinate of point C is -4, and again its distance from x-axis is 0. So its y coordinate is 0. So see, the coordinates of point C here on x-axis are -4, 0. Then also point B lies on x-axis. Likewise, you find that the coordinates of point B are, see, -7, 0. Now here you note these 4 coordinates, and here we find that for all the points on x-axis, their y coordinate is 0. So here you note that y coordinate of every point on x-axis is 0. Okay, y coordinate of every point on x-axis is 0. Then let's go to points on the y-axis. So on y-axis, see, the x coordinate is 0 since the point on distance of point on y-axis from y-axis is 0 and its y coordinate is distance of that point from x-axis. It is considered positive. And on negative axis, again with same reason, its x coordinate is 0 and its y coordinate is negative with distance of point from x-axis. Okay, see one example, see some examples. See here, point A is on y-axis and its distance from y-axis is 0. So its x coordinate is 0. You note this, x coordinate is 0 and its distance from x-axis is 5 units. Its distance from x-axis is 5 units. So its y coordinate is 5. That means here coordinates of point A are 0, 5, 0, 5. Then again see point N lies on y-axis. With the same reasons, we find that coordinates of point N are 0, 3. You can see this easily. Coordinates of point N are 0, 3. Since its distance from y-axis is 0 and its distance from x-axis is 3 units. Okay. And now point E lies on negative y-axis. So its y coordinate has negative sign and x coordinate is again 0. So coordinates of point E are, see, 0 minus 2. See, y coordinate has negative sign since point lies on negative y axis. Okay. Also point D lies on this negative y axis. Again its x coordinate is 0 and its y coordinate is its distance from x-axis with negative sign. So this distance is 3 unit and so its y coordinate is minus 3. So coordinates of point D are 0, minus 3. You easily here observe that all the points on y-axis have x coordinate 0. So for the points on the y-axis, you note that x coordinate of every point on y-axis is 0. See, x coordinate of every point on y-axis is 0. Okay. So students, this is all about the coordinates of points in a plane and coordinates of points on the axis. You remember all these concepts properly. We will continue this discussion of coordinate geometry in the next session. Students, finally, like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications of all new videos. Thank you for watching.